Well, here now in the studio to comment on the crisis in northern Syria between the Kurds and Turkey, please welcome Tom Gross, journalist and commentator on international affairs. Thanks for joining us. Now, what is your connection to the Kurds? I understand that you've actually been there.
Yes, I was in Iraqi Kurdistan just under 2 months ago. And in fact, Iraqi Kurdistan is an example of what Syria Kurdistan could have been had it not been for Donald Trump's decision a week ago. As you know, they have an autonomous region in the north of Iraq. The Americans protect them with a no-fly zone, which is why they've been able to carve out autonomy. And the Kurds are relatively secular. You see women with less hijabs than you see in London or Paris, for example. They are relatively democratic, it's relatively liberal and so on, and therefore, you know, the Kurds are one people, 35 to 40 million, stretched across territory that's now Syria, Iraq, Turkey and Iran. And I've known Kurds for for a long time, and I think it's a tragedy what's going on, because they're a natural potential ally of the West. They're a natural, potentially at least semi-democratic state. After Israel, they'd probably be the most democratic state in the Middle East, were they to have independence.
Well, what are Kurdish officials saying right now? How are they reacting to the situation on the ground?
Well, it's a fantastic betrayal. You know, they have, as I'm sure everyone knows, been at the forefront of the fight against ISIS. They lost 11,000 fighters battling ISIS for 4 to 5 years. They captured 70,000 people, 10,000 ISIS fighters, 60,000 family and other members and other people. And they've been guarding them because no one else wanted to take them. They've been allied with the West. I've actually met in Europe last year the political head of the Syrian Kurds. At that meeting were a number of government officials from the United States, from European countries, and also from Israel. And, you know, while they're not perfect, the Kurds have as much right to independent status as any other people on earth.
Which is what leads